another walkabout. Thank you very much for checking out my videos. Again, and before I go any further, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, comment down below. And of course, if you enjoy the videos, don't be shy and give me a heart. If you don't like my videos, well, guess what? There's the option of either taking the door or me casting magical goodbye. Which one would you rather? I'd rather you leave on your own accord. Anyway, but anyone that isn't a jerk and tries to be on these channels just for fun, welcome. I am your host, your jovial host, Candor. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about something funny that I actually kind of was listening to. I love the structure of these videos because I'm like, yeah, sometimes I feel like that is basically what it is. So he was making a joke. It was basically a sketch about someone getting injured, right? And they were making jokes about like the only real way to. There's two ways to fix your thing, right? Well, one is to get kicked in the head by a mule. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure that's how he started this. But continue. And he goes, what's the other one? Death. Oh, that's fucked. What about my insurance? It's like, how about that? Apparently, your insurance broker, your insurance guy, is an evil cartoon villain with a mustache. If you don't know the joke, look it up. The joke really is, he goes, what, it's like, and it was like, why is that apparent? It's like, well, because you have to go through him, because of insurance. It's like, why the fuck would I go through an evil man for insurance? And here's the punchline. He looks at him straight with the straightest face. He goes, it's America. And I'm like, damn. Okay, now that's funny, but damn. Now, the reason I'm mentioning any of this, including the story and everything, is because you know how bad it is when they're making jokes about our insurance system. Mind you, I've said it many times. I felt like insurance in general is a major league scam. Hell, I've even talked to some people that work in insurance, and they agree with me that under certain circumstances it helps when it doesn't. It really doesn't, because the structure is supposed to help us, but the way certain companies structure certain things, they will tell you we're not going to pay for the dumbest, most random, stupid reasons at all possible. Like, honestly, you sneeze and they say nope, pre-existing, like medical insurance, for instance. You could be denied for any reason at all whatsoever, and they will say no, we're not going to do this for you because, and they don't even give you the actual full reason. They just say random, arbitrary reasons that they believe is prevalent to the case. Ladies and gentlemen, that is literally our companies now. They are giving reasons not to do their job. They are basically taking their money, our money, and basically saying, we don't care. We don't care about you. We don't care about you, but we care about your money. So give us your money, and we'll give no reasons to give you any. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. I have to pay you to fix my issue, like insurance in general, but you're angry. Anyway, I was gonna say, you're angry that you have to do your job that I pay you for. What the hell kind of system is that? Tell me. Let me ask you, what kind of system is that? When I'm just flabbergasted at the actual system, and mind you, we legalize it. We not only legalize it, we turn it into a law that you have to have insurance on certain things in order to purchase certain services or whatever. And I'm like, why am I giving you extra money on top of taxes? Taxes is where that money should go. But no. You want to know where the taxes go? Exactly. Exactly. No one knows. No one knows where those taxes go. And if you do, you're a big fat liar because even you don't know. You know, those taxes, they say, well, it's sales tax or whatever, that they're supposed to, in paper, supposed to go to things like Social Security, things like that, right? You do realize they're siphoning a big chunk of that money to some other bullcrap incentives. Mind you, they're not even for us. They're not for the people that are below certain lines. That's why I feel like a lot of times these people don't have the mentality of, well, we're gonna fix it. Fix what? It. What is it? Exactly. That is literally how our system works. Is they make promises, arbitrary promises. They give you buzzwords, and it goes up in smoke. And then you find out later, Ukraine got a big donation from us. Guess where that donation came from, guys? If not all, most of it comes from us. Hey, how's it going, guys? Nash, Harper, and Remako. Thank you very much for checking my videos. Like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel. But anyway, that's basically my interpretation of the whole situation. And I made the joke about, you know, the whole cartoon villain being the head of an insurance company. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not too far off the mark. I'm actually picturing some Dr. Evil looking motherfucker at a insurance firm, just petting his cat, going, excellent. It's like, sir, we denied their claim, and the person had terminal cancer. That's it. They have three distinct. Well, they had a cold at one time. Excellent. That is the reason. That is the reason why we denied them. They had that cold. But they got better. Doesn't matter. Literally, that is their arbitrary reasons why they deny it half the time. Not really that specific reason, but they make up reasons randomly just to basically not do what they're paid for. They just take your money. It's like, why am I paying into a company that basically says that I have to pay into this company even though I get nothing out of it? There's really no point in doing that, ladies and gentlemen. Our system is basically meant to, they're a bunch of vampires is what they are. Anyway, and so basically what I'm telling you guys is, when it comes to these kind of situations, when it comes to my deepest thing is, if you ever get into a conversation with some of these guys, look at the contract, guys, because they will explicitly try to, and here's a tip: if they try to tell you, you got to just sign it, don't worry about reading it, ladies and gentlemen, Right there and then is like, whoa, wait a minute. I need to read this because if I don't read this, I'm gonna sign something. As far as I know, I'm gonna be fucking signing my next born child. For all I know. And companies companies are so quick to go, well, it's in the contract. Well, guys, you have to read the contract. Hell, ask them for a copy of the contract. $10 says they're gonna be like, well, we don't do that here. See, that's your red flag saying, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I am not gonna do business with you because if I do business with you under these kind of circumstances, knowing you're gonna be using my name on random shit. I'll be in trouble. You're gonna be fucking, ladies and gentlemen. Mind you, that's the worst case scenario, or at least one of them anyway. So, all I'm saying, guys, best thing I could tell you is read contracts. Don't sign anything. And mind you, if you still feel very uneasy, don't sign it. Don't even entertain it. Leave. And I would say give the contract to a lawyer if you have, or someone that knows a little bit of law, or hell, I'm pretty sure AI has the ability to do that now. Ladies and gentlemen, the point is there are ways to keep those situations happening. Some not exactly cheap, but honestly, it's worth it when you are trying to protect yourselves and your families, especially because of that. Because for all you know, those people are going to be trying to fleece you for everything you have, and for all you know, you're going to be winding up in underneath an overpass with a barrel and suspenders, if you don't get that reference. Basically, you're going to be poor and homeless, because these guys, if they are left on check, they'll try anything and everything to basically fleece innocent people out of everything. And they say, well, it's in the contract. Yeah, well, technically the contract says you have to protect. That's the whole point of insurance. That is literally basically an extra barrier. You know what's bad? When the barrier itself becomes parasitic. That's bad, guys. I'm gonna be honest, guys. It's bad when your extra padding becomes the problem. It's like you land on it and all of a sudden, ching. Well, I think I lost my bank account. What the hell? And yeah, guys, I'm just saying, be very, 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 very careful out there. Anyway, take care, guys. Be safe. This is your friendly neighborhood gamer Djinn, Kendall, signing off.